You're watching
Real English
with
Real Teachers.
Real Teachers.
So today I thought I'd get Harry back on the mic and we would talk about a particular experience that he has had recently. And generally, this is covering the topic of pests. The things that you don't want in your life. Is that what a pest is, Harry? And hello, how you doing?
Hello. Nice to be here. Hello, people. Anyone could be a pest. You didn't invite me on because you consider me to be a pest.
No, I don't consider you to be a pest. So people can be pests.
Yeah. It's basically anyone that's annoying. You could say, oh, stop being a pest.
And that, I suppose, also could be a little bit like about being a bit inappropriate sexually, right? You're being a pest to a woman like that.
Yeah. Oh, he's an absolute... Oh, yeah, I started dating this guy, Harry. Very handsome, very knowledgeable about English, but he's an absolute sex pest.
Oh, dear. I mean, that's accurate. That's a very accurate example as well.
Yeah, and then I thought the verb pester as well, to pester, that's like to annoy, isn't it? That must have the same root, right? Stop pestering me, stop annoying me.
Yeah. But we're here to talk about the undesirable animal that you perhaps get in your house.
My ex used to call me an undesirable animal.
Okay, so a pest, what is it?
A pest is some kind of insect or animal which is either annoying to humans, like a mouse or a rat, or it's an insect or an animal that is destructive to like plants, livestock, things on a farm in agriculture.
Very nice. I was just listening to something about dingoes in Australia, wild dogs.
Oh yeah.
As being pests for the farmers because they kill the sheep.
Oh, those fucking dingoes! Oh, those fucking dingoes have been at my sheep again.
Not going to talk about dingoes. We're going to talk about pests that you get in the UK. Because as I've been around the world, as Harry has been, he'll probably have noticed, you get different pests in different necks of the wood, different areas. In the UK, the most common pest, what would you say that is?
Probably the sex pests. So in houses, it's quite common, to sometimes get a pigeon. Did I tell you I had a pigeon come into my flat?
No, maybe. Tell me more though. Tell me it again.
It's been a good year for pests, or a bad year for pests in my house. So for a couple of days, I was getting down the chimney breast. I was hearing the kind of flapping of wings. And I thought, oh my God, there must be a pigeon trapped in the chimney.
Did you not think it was Santa immediately?
Well, it was Christmas time, so I did assume Santa, but it went on for a couple of days and the presents were already under the tree. So I thought, okay, must be a pigeon. But I checked the chimney breast. It's nice to say the word breast freely. And I looked up and there was no pigeon. So I thought, okay, there must be nesting up there, because sometimes they do that. And I talked to other people that have had this happen to them, and they said, yeah, they're probably just nesting up in the chimney. So,
wow.
But then...
We rudely interrupt your viewing experience because you absolutely have to get our brand new free ebook and audiobook that will help anyone dramatically improve their IELTS speaking score. Click the link in the top right corner of the screen now, or find it in the description box below. Back to your viewing experience in 3, 2, 1.
But then, so I'm alone now. Marina has left me temporarily.
Temporarily.
Yeah, she's living somewhere else at the moment for work. So I was on my sofa. I was just about to go to bed. It was about 11:30, and I turn off the TV and I hear a And I'm like, and then I hear a kind of rustling, like, and I look over, and there's a big fat pigeon in the fireplace. And I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what I'm just about to go to bed. And now I've got to try and get a pigeon out of my house. There's no way I could go to bed with a bloody, big fat pigeon waddling around my living room.
Great verb. Yeah.
Oh, I love that verb.
Yeah.
Waddling.
So what did you do?
So I got onto Google. I think I got onto WikiHow, actually. WikiHow is amazing. I went to WikiHow and it gave me a step-by-step guide. It said clear the area because you don't want the pigeon like bumping into things, shitting over everything and hurting itself.
So you sold everything in your living room?
Sold everything, yeah. Got 150 quid for my sofa. Opened the window up. So it says open the biggest window in the room. So I did so. I closed the door. I got a large blanket. So I was like a torero in Spain. They held the big kind of red blanket things to attract the bull.
A matador?
A matador. Yeah, that's it. So what I did was I held this blanket up to kind of usher it towards the window. Because I was expecting it to fly. That's what you see pigeons doing, flying and eating shit. So I thought, okay, it's going to fly at some point. It never flew. And it was so fat. This pigeon was the fattest pigeon I've ever seen in my life. It started waddling over to the window. And then I was like, come on, fly. Go out there with your friends. And it didn't want to go. So I had to wrap this blanket around it and I chucked it out the window.
Oh, wow.
In the morning, I went out to check that he had gone. He was dead in the same place that I'd thrown him. He landed.
We'll have to go to ads.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, and then I put him in. I double bagged him and put him in the bin.
Oh my goodness me.
Dustbin.
I need to put a content warning over this podcast. So,
yeah, you should,
but I've actually got a story that's even more gory about pigeons.
Oh,
sorry,
yes.
Guys. If you're listening, pigeons, we are very sorry. But did he just die, or it just die from the cold, or a fox got him, or what? I've introduced another British pest there, haven't I?
A fox, that is a pest, yeah. How are they pests?
On,
Why are they pests, though? Just a quick to ask, is because they eat our plants, our pumpkins?
They kill our chickens, and they eat our rubbish, and they kind of ruin the bags, and they spill the rubbish all over the city streets.
Oh, yeah, okay. So they're litterers.
They're litterers and they're chicken murderers.
Chicken murderers. Oh, we're chicken murderers as well, though, aren't we?
We're more than that. We eat their babies that haven't even hatched.
We're the worst kind of chicken murderers.
And we might even combine the meat and the egg. I mean, that's a bit much.
Oh, what, in a soup?
No, well, maybe, but I'm just meaning on a plate. You might have an egg and a bit of chicken meat.
Oh, yeah. No, people do that.
A bit cruel, isn't it?
I do that.
But it's going over the top, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a chicken and mushroom pot noodle with an egg in it the other day.
There you go.
I actually did.
You're mocking the bird.
Oh, no. No, it was chicken chow mein.
Anyway, so foxes are pests. We might talk about them in a bit. But so the pigeon, how did it die?
There's my dad outside. Hi, Dad. My dad actually said to me, well, if a pigeon's unable to fly, which clearly he was, he fell down my bloody chimney.
Yeah.
It's not a good sign. It's probably not going to last long. At best, a couple of days.
Right.
Yeah, it obviously was on its last legs. Yeah, it just died. I think it just wasn't able to... Yeah, if it's unable to fly, I mean, it's not really... able to live properly, is it? So
do you think you should have put him out of his own misery?
Once, like stamped on him or hit him with a shovel?
Well, this actually leads to my story, which is pretty horrific. So do you remember this one?
Yes, I do. Tell me again.
So at uni, we moved into quite a nice place, and it had a nice balcony in third year, me and a friend.
Oh, I haven't heard this.
Oh, okay. There was a pigeon on the balcony, and We went there in the first day. We went, okay, yeah, there's pigeons. All right, they'll flutter away eventually. But a couple of days later, there was one that was still there, and I was trying to shoo him away, but he wasn't moving. Very similar to your story. Overweight, couldn't move. I think it had a bad leg as well. And we didn't really know what to do. We thought about getting a pest control or something, but I'm not very hands-on, so I kind of didn't bother with it. And then our friend Matt, he came round, he heard about it, and he grew up not on a farm, but he grew up around animals, and he's wrung a chicken's neck, no problem.
Wow, he's a chicken murderer as well then.
Yeah, and he said, "Well, have you got a kitchen knife?" I was like, oh, what? So guys, maybe skip ahead 30 seconds here. He went into the balcony, beheaded the thing. I had to chuck it over the balcony.
God.
Body separately, and then the head. I had to do it through a plastic bag. This is awful content. Sorry, guys.
Wait, is this the place? Was this in second year when you lived above Tesco?
That was third year, but yes, that place, yeah.
Oh, that was third year. So you chucked it over. I'm most disturbed by that. So you chucked it over the balcony, onto the floor, outside the local mini mart.
No, it was a separate wall, but it was gross because there was a roof under our balcony, and it just stayed there for about 3 months, rotting away.
Oh, that's disgusting.
This is disgusting. Sorry, guys. Okay, but I mean, I chose the episode Pests. I mean, you've clicked on this, guys.
It's not for the faint-hearted. I think this is it's a good. There's going to be so much vocabulary around it that comes up, and you've got to think about that. The pest. After you've killed the pest, which is normally what happens when you have pests, normally they end up meeting their fate. And so you kill them, and then you've got to think, what do you do with them after? Because if you're making that decision to kill them, it's up to you, it's up to us to dispose of them in as humane a way as possible, I guess.
It's true. You made me think of a good phrase here, to meet your maker.
Oh, yeah.
If someone has gone to meet their maker, they have died. I guess that comes from a religious belief that the maker is God and you're meeting God again.
Yeah, that's a nice one, isn't it? The creator.
But so you've had some pigeon problems in the past, as have I.
Pigeon problems in the past.
Pigeon problems in the past can be a problem for British people, or people that come to the UK. So expect pigeons to be in your life. But there was another one that came into your life recently, and that was the rat, wasn't it? The raton.
Yeah, ratones.
Friend,
because they are mice. So yeah, you got it right in Spanish, wrong in English.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had an infestation of mice in my flat. Yeah.
An infestation of mice. Oh, I thought it was just one fucker. It was a whole gang.
Yeah. I reckon up to about half a dozen. So about 6. A dozen is 12 for your listeners.
And I just checked. A group of mice is a horde.
A horde of mice. Okay. Nice. So what would that be? Any more than 2 would be a horde?
I'd go with that, yeah. 3 or 4.
So does that make my house a horde house? So I was like that, and it was worse than watching a horror because it was real and it was in my bedroom, and I'm in bed naked, and I'm like,